And what in the world is Sheriff Nanos Bananos hiding from the powers that be, the bigger boys, right? Cash Patel and all the guys in the suits. I don't want to say the FBI because of YouTube, but what is he truly hiding? I want to find out, and we're going to find out together. Now, keep in mind, as we get started, about to dig into the cards, we're going to be starting with the Truth Oracle deck. And in this, you guys, keep in mind, I am not a psychic. I don't play one on TV. I am not a medium. And I do not talk to the dead. I don't use spirit boxes. Jesus is my savior. I talk to God, just like you. We should all listen to God. God sometimes whispers in our ear. Sometimes he tells us firm. But let's get started and see where we have. Now, real quick, you guys, just so you know, we are also going to have a third live. We have 3 lives today. So if you've gotten this far, pat yourself on the back. I'll give you 1 goat, right? And if you're with me on the next live, you're going to get 2 goats, all right? On that live, you're going to get to ask all the questions that you like. And I'm going to do my best to get the answers by pulling cards for you. In this live, I'm going to do a reading and find out what the cards say about Sheriff Bananos. Sheriff Nanos, what are you hiding from the FBI? I can't say it very good because of YouTube. Let's see what first comes out with Sheriff Nanos, allegedly. Law. Well, there you go. We're on the right track. Lawyer, judge, and police. Law has come out, so, God's saying, yep, I'm with you. We're going to be talking about Sheriff Nanos, law. Okay. Interesting. Out of all the cards, right? Let's see. What is Sheriff Nanos hiding about the Nancy Guthrie case from the big boys? Okay. Miss you, miss, wait, and eager. Oh, that looks like somebody that's no longer around, but they're waiting, right? They're eager, they're alive, they're there. So we got the missing person. So law, missing person, right? Miss you, missing person. And drinks, liquor, coffee, tea, water, right? Well, how's the person drinking if they're no longer with us? Maybe they're getting their morning beverage. Whoa, that was some weird energy. I don't know what the card is, but hold on. Now, somebody said, Mama D, we need to see the cards that fall on the floor. Y'all, I show you every card that falls on the floor. Every single one. I always throw it on the table. Uninvited guest, surprise, accident, big change, moment of decision. So there is something here. He knows of this big event, this moment of a decision. A surprise, right? Uninvited guest. Let's see what else we get. Let's dig into this little, let's see, places. Where is Nancy Guthrie? I just want to know real quick. I don't normally ask that because tarot's not the best at giving location at all. It's more for reading energies, but I am feeling we need to ask that. Where is Nancy Guthrie right now? Right this very second. Lord Jesus, please guide us in the light with the truth on Nancy Guthrie's location. Oh, Lord of mercy. Place of remembrance, nostalgia, memory, sentimental childhood, and reflection. And art exhibit, creative show, cultured gallery. How interesting. Nothing about death, right? I just was curious what it would say. All right, now this deck you may not understand. I'll do my best to explain it, but I need to understand the energies of Sheriff Bananos when it comes to the Nancy Guthrie case and his secretiveness, even with the big boys. This is a deck of astrology, and it tells me where the energies are the strongest. We have Capricorn, Earth sign, Saturn ruler, restriction, and tradition. So, He's got a ruler. Somebody, Saturn is the devil. He's got a controller that is restricting Sheriff Bananas. 10th house is life path. Somebody's restricting his job. 10th house can be your job, your career, and your life path. Square, challenge, clash, blocked, conflict, struggle, tension, drama, stress, and anxiety. Yeah, he's blocking because he's being blocked from this information. Who is blocking him? Give me the energy of who is controlling Sheriff Nanos. Who is controlling Sheriff Nanos? And thank you, show me that energy. Proserpina, bridge, agent, a connecting force, link, and go-between. Let's see who this little person that is sending the go-between. This agent, could that be Senator Kelly? Look at this. This is the person, the 12th house, Pisces energy, Neptune, ice giant, 5 rings, 14 moons, the ruler of the oceans, waterways, and seas, intuition, spirituality, dreams, compass, delusions, creativity, fantasy, illusion, imagination. This is all about imagination in communication. So this person has imagined up this novel, this script, and they have a go-between agent that is controlling the job and blocking Nanos from sharing. Aquarius on the bottom, which is the change revolution. Aquarius is the 11th house. It's also Nancy's own energy. So, how interesting. Let's go ahead and dig into the True Crime Oracle. Now, remember, you're going to get to ask your questions, and I'll do my best to give you the answers. Let me understand, what is Sheriff Nanos controlling and keeping to the best that's important that the FBI should know? Regret. He regrets getting in the middle of this clash. So he has regret that this is the role he is playing, but he's still playing it. Wooded area. Jealousy and road. So this jealousy card, I used to wonder if it was Annie. I now think that Annie probably isn't going to wear really, looking at Annie and all the things we've seen, she's not into the red high heels. But is Savannah? Was Savannah jealous of the co-host? Is there something here? Right? Let me understand this jealousy a little better. Let's get the tarot out, because that tells me everything. This go-between right here is telling Nanos about this jealousy of something. So let's find out what that's all about. Jealousy. Why jealous? Why is this person jealous? Ace of Wands. Aha. This is the, aha moment. They're getting attention. I got an idea. You're getting attention, right? So they're jealous of attention. And that could be a publicity stunt. So Sheriff Nanos knows the story in some way here. What? I said, work. But it's his job. This is work. He's doing his job that he was hired to do. Was Sheriff Bananas, is he compromised? Is Sheriff Nanos compromised, allegedly? Is he compromised? Let's see. We have victory. Acclimates, getting attention. And yeah, this is a yes. This is Six of Wands. This is getting the notoriety, getting the acclimates, getting the attention that this person's being put up on a pedestal. but they did it in a bad way. They did it underhanded, which is the liar, cheater, thiefer card here for Seven of Swords. They got attention in the wrong way, and that's what the sheriff regrets, is that this person played these cards this way. So you've got attention, Six of Swords, or Wands, I'm sorry, Six of Wands, all about the parade. This person's on their horse, high horse. Everybody else is just at the parade. But this person has the wreath. They're the ones that's important. And notice how they wear yellow, right? They like to wear yellow. But the truth is, Sheriff Bananas knows the secret that this is the wrong way to get attention, that this was a lying, cheating, thieving, trickery, deceit to get attention. And that it spilt some cups he wasn't ready for. He wasn't ready for cups to be spilt like that. Like he feels with the Five of Cups, he lost more than he has to gain. What was this person's motive? To move to calmer ground. See, they were... This card is Six of Swords. I said Six of Swords for Six of Wands. Well, here it is. The theory in the tarot is that this person and this family, they were back on Hurricane Island where everything was coming apart. It was coming apart at the seams. And they hop in this little canoe and they're being taken to calmer grounds. And that's the goal, is they're trying to get things to move in their favor to a much calmer place for them and not so much chaos. So that's exactly what the attention-getting deceitfulness was, is to try to get this into a calmer place. Oh, but this is the deal. We just got a book that came out. Let's walk it, and then I'll hand it over to you guys. So we have judgment on this whole situation by the universe. That this was absolutely, we are being told that this is betrayal to us. That this deceit is betrayal. Ten of Swords in the back. This was really a ruse, a plan. These are the builders. This is the builder. These are the architects, and they've got their little blueprint. Chaos. Attention getting. This pony is hold on. My throat was restricting. Somebody don't want me telling the story. So this is salamanders on the cloak. This is the Knight of Wands. This is in and out chaotic energy. And that's the thing. Because somebody wanted to be top dog. Somebody wanted to be the one that everybody looked at. This is stability. This person is independent. They are looked up as a beautiful, elegant person. They've got influence. And see, they're not going to lose that placement. This is a fight for holding on to everything. This is a fight to win at all costs. Five of Swords. And with that, this person that Nanos is protecting is afraid of abandonment. See, they're going, here's the story, right? So they were very secure. They were very independent. They had it all going on. And then they realized they were losing something, but they weren't willing to lose it. They're going to fight at all costs. They'll do anything that they can. They will win at all costs. And that keeps them from being abandoned and ignored, right? So we have swift action taken towards the home. And this is the legacy card. This is the home. This is protecting how far you've come, too, in a sense, when you get both the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. This is the Knight that races out to protect the legacy, the family name, the family home, and everything that they've done. Because 10 Pentacles, you didn't get there just because overnight you woke up, you had 10 Pentacles. This is building somebody's empire, and this is protecting it. Bottom of the deck, new perspective with something about partnership and putting the burdens down. This person was choosing to make a choice, a very big choice, truth spoken, to close the cycle down all over the world. That's the clarity. They wanted the star. They wanted to be the star, the yellow star. They wanted to be the yellow star of Texas and the yellow star for everybody. I know it's yellow rose. But that's what it was. It was fame. It was the stardom. And they were losing that. And they were losing it. And so they got mentally imprisoned in the low ratings or whatever. They were losing the attention. And so they mentally got locked up. And so they came up with the, I want to be back on top. I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to take a pact. I'm going to make this happen. I'm not going to be ignored. I'll do whatever it takes, even if I have to betray people to protect how far I've come, Nine of Wands, for my new beginning. And I have a scrubber for a husband, King of Pentacles, that's going to take a self-cup of love with me, and we're going to stage this. This is the Seven of Pentacles. You had to plant the seed, stage, at somewhere familiar, possibly your mother's. This is the mother-child. This is your past. This is knowing someone since childhood, overpowering the situation. But it was all lies. It was all deceit. What's really hidden behind the scene is this illusion, is that this is the past catching up, right? The truth is, Nancy did walk away, according to this, and is doing fine. Tower moment is used to celebrate this stinky offer to regain composure and power. Queen of Wands, power. Queen back on her throne. Immense the chaos, right? That's the Ace of Pentacles. All right, you guys, that is a read. I feel like he is protecting someone that has a lot of attention to lose. They're trying to regain their composure, keep their career, their legacy. We have that agent right here, the bridge, the agent as the go-between, right? Between the job, the Capricorn job here, the devil, and the blocking, right? Literal blocking. And what do you have? This person is messing with your imagination in communication. So you're being told one thing, and the truth is another, according to the reading. All right, my lovelies, that is wild. But it's the clarity. She didn't want to be ignored. She didn't want to be ignored, and so I just brought you the clarity. Ace of Swords, truth told. Okay, I'm just going to ask it real quick. Allegedly, was Savannah the one on the porch in the mask? I'm losing all the cards. Hold on. Communication, Ten of Pentacles, and abandonment. Right there it is, my lovelies. That's a yes, and that's abandonment. Ten of Pentacles, that's a strong yes. Eight of Wands, that's a strong yes. Communication at the home, the legacy, right? It even looks like the archway of Nancy Guthrie's porch. It was all about not wanting to be abandoned, you know, protecting how far she came. To give everybody a new picture, this is a stinky offer. All right, my lovelies, let me clean up my cards, and then we're going to hand it over to the gorgeous, intelligent, brilliant Private Eyes. And you guys are amazing. And you guys can ask the questions, and then you can get 2 goats because you will have made it that far. Which is not an easy thing to do. That's a lot of lives. But you guys are so loyal and so comforting to be around. And I just thank you so much. All right, lovelies. That being said, I'll come up to top side. And in about 3 minutes, we're going to jump over. We're a little bit late, but we did catch up a little bit. It's always kind of like that. Deborah Lewis says, allegedly, Savannah is the leader of the pact. In your opinion, allegedly, Savannah told the chief and Nancy's friends to keep quiet and say nothing about this case. Thank you for sharing your opinion, lovely. Hi, the Bear Pantry Show. Good to see ya. Why do you have that? Why do you have the big shadow over your name and the check mark? Like nobody else has that, honey. That is strange. I never saw that before. But good to see you again, the Bear Pantry Show. I love that you're here. I didn't see an email from you. I think you said you were going to email me. So please do. All right, my lovelies. I'm just saying, I'm going to get 2 goats. I'm going to get 2 goats, says Jenny Bill. Are you going to get 2 goats? Let's find out together. I will see you in just a moment. I love you, as always, to the moon and back. Thank you for the hypes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscription. And I'll see you again in just a minute.
I was born to the dirt, I shall return when my eyes are closed. In the shadows, my enemies will think that